guys, it's me Daily and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be filming a 24-hour readathon. I'm so excited.
Please forgive the fuzz in my hair. Thank you.
I actually just got back from the chiropractor because I actually had a bad fall a couple weeks ago and I've just been having like really bad headaches. But today I just haven't had any headaches. I'm all freaking good and I'm so happy to be doing another 24-hour readathon. Whee! Oh! Ah! Ooh!
What?
Can you please take care of Zoe?
No, I have to clean my room.
I know, but it's so annoying. She just keeps squeaking.
I know, I love you. Bye. What? What? Talking bad about me? Talking smack? Hello? Okay, Miss Rutathon.
Love you. I'm filming this introduction. I'm going to be starting this readathon at 7 o'clock p.m., not a.m. Oh my god. I feel like I have to hiccup really bad, but I think they're gone. But today, like I mentioned, I'm going to be doing a 24-hour readathon. I wanted to film this a little early because I have my stack of my TBR for the next 24 hours that I would want to try to get to. Now, obviously, I feel like this is a really unrealistic goal, but 2 of these books are graphic novels, and I'm halfway through one of the books in this list. So it's not crazy, but I personally do not think I'm going to get to every single book that I have here. In total, I have 7 books I would really like to get to that I'm just interested in lately. So I'm just going to share those with you and tell you why I feel like I want to read them. I'm starting at 7 p.m. and going until 7 p.m. tomorrow. Obviously, that's what a 24-hour readathon is. I don't think I'm going to get to 7 books. I've seen people who actually read 7 books in one day, and good job for you, but I can't do that. So I'm a very slow-paced reader, which I tell you in like every single video. But my last 24-hour readathon, I only read 1 book, and not even the whole book. Like, I finished it, but I was already like 100 pages in the book. So I only read about 400 pages in one day, which is actually pretty good. I don't think I've ever read 400 pages in a day. So that was a nice start. But this time I'm going to try not to sleep as much, and I'm going to try and read more. And I think I'm going to do that this time because I'm halfway through a book. 2 of them are graphic novels. One of them's pretty short, and then the other 3 or 2 are pretty thick. Okay, whatever. I'm just going to share them with you, okay? So I'm currently reading We Are Okay by Nina LaCour. I'm on chapter 10, which means I'm on page 107, and I'm not really enjoying it so far. I'm really close to halfway. I'm pretty much halfway right now. So yeah. I personally don't know if I'm actually gonna go between different books during this 24 hours, or if I'm gonna read the same book and then finish that book and then start a book and then another book and another book, or if I'm gonna go from this book to a different book and then back to this book. You know, I don't know if that's gonna be my plan or what. I guess whatever I feel like in the moment. And I don't really like it so far. I don't know. It's just not interesting enough for me. She's at college and her friend is trying to invite her back home. I'm not connecting with it as much as I thought I would. I was planning on reading this in high school, which I'm going to be in high school next year. I know, shocking. I'm really toddlerish, but I'm going to be in high school next year. And I was planning on saving it for that, but I thought I would connect with it more. Maybe I will. Maybe I would have, but I started it, so too late now. I guess I could reread it, but I'm not connecting with it as much as I thought I would. We Are Okay is what I want to finish first, or at least start first. And then after that, I've had these 2 graphic novels, and they're freaking huge. Well, not like humongous, but they're pretty large graphic novels, and they are The Complete Cheese Sweet Home Part 1 by, these are by Konami Kanata, and I have the second one as well. So I have read this one. I was on a 10-hour long road trip back like 6 years ago, and I decided to read it, and I really liked it. And I just haven't read the second one yet, so I'm going to reread these, and they're just thick graphic novels. But literally there's only like 20 words per page, so I should be able to fly right through these. I'm hoping like these will only take me about an hour to get through, considering their thickness. I don't know. But the cat's really cute, and I like it when it gets grumpy. I don't know, it's really cute. And I'm pretty sure we get introduced to this character. I might have started the second one a little bit because I do remember this character somewhere along the plot line of one of these. I don't know if I actually did read this one or if I didn't. Personally, I don't remember reading this one, but these are what I'm planning on getting to as well. I'm almost 100% sure I'm going to get to these during this 24 hours, but this is what I'm planning on reading after We Are Okay by Nina LaCour. I collect the W. Bruce Cameron like short little doggy books. I don't know what you'd call them. I have the first 6 books in this like series, and I was at Target the other day, or like a while back, and I was like, there's 2 more already out, and I was like, I need to catch up on these. If you haven't seen my video of my weekly reading vlog back in the summertime, I didn't really enjoy the last one I read. It was Max's Story by W. Bruce Cameron, and I didn't really enjoy it. The dog was just not the right dog for me. I didn't like that dog. He was like, I'm the boss. You listen to me. I know everything. You know, he's like that. But this one is, I think, about, from a rescue dog to a movie star. So she's a rescue dog and then a movie star. And this one just seems kind of interesting, more interesting than the other one. That is one of the ones that I might get to. This is like one of the options I kind of want to have towards the end of the readathon when I only have like 2 hours left. And then I can just like, you know, get through one more book and just not have to worry about being halfway through it. The next book I want to get to is Paper Towns by John Green. I have 4 of his books, including Paper Towns. I have The Fault in Our Stars, Paper Towns, Let It Snow by him and 2 other authors, as well as, An Abundance of Catherines. I might actually unhaul Let It Snow because I've only heard negative opinions about that book. I might unhaul his other books because An Abundance of Catherines doesn't sound that interesting to me, and when I bought that book I didn't really read the synopsis. I just grabbed it because I knew that John Green was like, what I've heard is that he's a great author. I haven't read any of his books, and like I said, Let It Snow, I just haven't heard any good things about that book. I've heard everyone that's read it was just saying like there's a lot of problems with it, and I just don't want to like go into it knowing there's problems and then like be like, oh, I'm not really gonna enjoy this, and then not enjoy it, you know? So those 2 I might actually unhaul. And then The Fault in Our Stars, I've heard that that's really like a fantastic book, you know? But someone freaking spoiled it for me last year. And now I don't know if I want to read it because I know what's going to happen, so like what's the point of reading the book? I didn't ask for them to spoil it, but they also, in their defense, they didn't know. I haven't read it yet, but you gotta just like, you have to assume that they haven't read it. Otherwise, you have to ask them if they have read it, and then you can talk about it, because if you're gonna just spoil it like that, like, it made me so mad, because I was actually gonna plan on reading that book like last year. And then they told me what happened. I was like, are you kidding me? So now I just don't even know if I want it. And this is the only one that sounds interesting out of his books, in my opinion. Okay, next. I actually got this one like a month or 2 ago. It's Reflection. It's one of the Twisted Tales, and this is by Elizabeth Lim. I don't know. I just really love Mulan, and I cannot wait to see the new Disney movie of it. Obviously, we have the animated version, but now there's going to be, like, a real one, you know? I don't know when I'm going to be able to see that, though, because I think our theater is closed. Our movie theater is closed because, you know, the coronavirus. So So, like, now's the perfect time to do a 24-hour readathon because, like, we're all locked inside our houses, getting quarantined, stuff like that. But this is just about Mulan, and it's, like, a different take. If you don't know what these are about, it's just, like, a different take on your classic Disney princesses. So Mulan is actually one of my favorite. That's why I bought this. This book is mainly about just, like, what if Mulan had to go to the underworld to save Li Shang, her love, but still dressed as Ping. So Li Shang does not know that she is Mulan because he's used to calling her Ping because she's still dressed as Ping. So she has to go under there into the underworld and find Li Shang, and she has to keep up with the act of being Ping as well as that. So I just think this is actually a really interesting take on the story. And it just seems fun. And then the final one, I am almost 100% sure I'm going to try to start this during the 24-hour readathon, and it is Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tomi. People say it's Tomi Adeyemi, but that just sounds wrong to me because I've been calling her Tommy this whole time. So I'm just going to keep calling her Tommy. I always mispronounce people's names. I don't know what's wrong with me. So if you don't know this by now, Children of Blood and Bone was in my last 24-hour readathon, and that was the book I read for the 24 hours. And this book is actually like half the thickness of the first one, Children of Blood and Bone. But if you don't know this, like, you can see, I have an Lagos poster, a Lagos poster right here from the collector editions of Children of Blood and Bone. I also have the other side of the poster right there. So if you don't know this by now, Children of Blood and Bone is my favorite book, or I'm pretty sure it's my favorite book. I did actually recently read The Book Thief, so I don't know if that's kicking it out of its spot, or I don't know. I have to think about that. I have to really think about that. As I know, or as I remember, Children of Blood and Bone is my favorite book of all time. When the sequel came out, I was really, really excited, and I thought that I would have to reread the first one because I was a little confused on remembering what completely happened at the end. I am totally fresh in the mind with what happened during this whole story. I remember all the romance, I remember all the magic, I remember all the people. But for some reason I just can't exactly put my finger on what happened towards the end of the book. I've now realized I don't have to reread the first one. It'll probably remind me somewhere in the story of what exactly happened towards the end of the book. I think I know what happened, but I just don't want to be wrong. So that's why I thought I had to reread the first one, but I'm just gonna go ahead and read this one because I'm so excited. By the way, this cover is freaking beautiful. Just saying. So, yeah, this is one that I really, really want to get to, but I also know that these books take me forever. I really do think I'm gonna start Children of Virtue and Vengeance. Like, I was watching my 24-hour readathon video yesterday, and I was like, the nostalgia, like, it just hit me, and I was like, I miss that world so much. I need to know what happens because we were left on a freaking cliffhanger, and I waited how many months to get this book and pick it up, and I haven't yet. But I really want to read it, and I just want to read it really bad. So I'm gonna hopefully get to that today, or today, like 24 hours, like today. You know what I mean? Like today, like the next 24 hours, like today. And when I say today, I mean to die. No, when I say today, I mean the next 24 hours today, I'm just, like, confusing myself now. Like I said, I'm just going to start with We Are Okay. I'm not sure if I'm going to bounce around between different books during this readathon or if I'm going to go book by book. It just depends on what I feel like. I've never really read 2 books at once unless I was reading, like, a chapter book and then, like, a graphic novel, which I could finish in, like, 30 minutes or so. So, yeah. And the reason I am starting this at 7 instead of 8 like I did last time, or midnight like most people do, is because tomorrow my sister gets to come home. Eva, you've seen her, I think, before. Yeah, and oh, Belinda, you've seen her. She's my sister Eva, and I don't want to waste any time with her because I only get to see her like 5 or 6 days a month. So I would like to spend as much time with her as possible. So she doesn't get home until like 7 to 8 o'clock. So that's why I'm starting this at 7 so that I can like, even if she does come early, I'll only miss like 30 minutes of time with her. You know, I don't want to like start it at midnight and then go to midnight tomorrow night and then miss like how many hours of time with her, because like I said, I don't get to see her that often. So yeah, but anyway, I'm just so pumped up for this readathon. I'm sorry if the quality's like really bad, but my dad made me some mini corn dogs and I got some ketchup, and I have my little tray thingy here that I'm going to use to eat on. I still have about 10 minutes until the 24-hour readathon starts. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but We Are Okay by Nina LaCour is the first book I'm going to be reading because I'm already halfway through it. I'm not completely enjoying it, like I had mentioned, but it isn't terrible, so I think I'll be able to just go through this. It's a pretty short book, so I'm on page 107, so I'm not going to count the full book once I'm done with it, but I'm just going to count the pages that I did read. 10 minutes! Ah! It's 1 minute to 7. Now! No. 1, 2, 3, go! 3, go! I'm waiting. Oh my god, it's taking forever. One. It's 7! It's 7! Okay, it's time to get reading. I haven't finished my snack yet, or my lunch, or my supper yet, so I'm just gonna start We Are Okay by Nina LaCour. So I'm really pumped up for this, but yeah. So I'll probably just read a chapter to myself while I eat, and then I'll turn off the camera so that I can just read in silence or whatever. So yeah! Yeah! Woo! Okay. I'm not quite done with We Are Okay quite yet, but it is 8 o'clock, and sorry for the angle. I've been reading for like the past hour or so. It is 8 o'clock, or 8:03 or 4. It is 8:03. So I have been reading for 1 hour and 3 minutes or something like that, probably just like 1 hour. But I'm currently on page 156, so I read that means I read 100, no, not 100. I read 50 pages in an hour, which is almost a page per minute. So I'm going pretty good through this book. I'm actually liking it a lot more now. I don't know why. I'm just liking it a lot more than I was in the beginning. Okay. So I'm gonna stop on We Are Okay for now. I've made pretty good progress. If you don't remember, I was almost halfway through the book, and now I am a little bit more over halfway. So I've read about 50 pages so far, and I've been reading for about an hour. So I think that's a pretty good progress, because considering I only read for an hour, that's almost 1 page per minute. So I think I'm doing pretty good. So like I said, I am actually really enjoying this book now. I like it a lot better than I was in the beginning. It might have just been a little slow in the beginning, or maybe it's because I just didn't feel like reading when I read it. But I'm starting to like it a lot more now. And I'm looking forward to finishing it. But right now, I really want to play Gin Rummy, because I actually mentioned it in the book, and Gin Rummy is a lot of fun. And I think later I'm going to play Solitaire too, but I'm going to play Gin Rummy with my sister, So in order to do that, I have to move my bed. And you don't understand, like I don't have like a regular bed. I have like a weird bed. So that means I have to take my mattress off my bed and then lift up the wooden boards and then grab my cards and then put everything back. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to do. It might take me like forever, but I'm going to listen to my audiobook for... So that's why I'm going to stop on We Are Okay, because there's only one audiobook for one of the books I want to read in this 24 hours. So I'm going to listen to the audiobook of Shelby's story. They do have the audiobook for this on Scribd, so I'm just going to listen to it on audiobook while I go under my bed and play Gin Rummy with my sister, so that I'm still technically reading. You know, apparently it doesn't count, but technically it does. So it's 4 hours of an audiobook, but I'm going to probably bump it up to almost 2 times the speed, so it should only take me around 2 hours or so to listen to this audiobook, which is actually really good. So found them. Okay, so I am still listening to the audiobook for Shelby's story, and I'm still going to listen to it. I'm on 1.2 speed. I'm sure once I get used to the narrator, I'm going to bump it up to 1.5. Ow! Ow, that hurt. I'm going to play solitaire by myself. Okay, I'm going to start listening to this again. Okay, so it is currently 9:35. I just reached chapter 7 out of 13 on Shelby's story on the audiobook. So after that, after playing solitaire for like 1 round or 2, I got bored, so I started coloring. But that is what I did while I was listening. I also put in some laundry, as well as I have been practicing shuffling cards, and I'm going to show you what I learned so far. See, I don't know how she does it. I don't know, but I'm kind of happy. I've got a lot done. I started at 7, it's almost 10, so I've been reading for around 3 hours, or technically not reading. I read for about an hour, and then I've been listening to this for almost 2 hours. So I'm listening to it at 1.5 speed, so it goes faster than what it tells me. It doesn't tell me how long it'll take once I speed it up, which is unfortunate, but I guess it doesn't really matter. But I'm about halfway through the book. Okay, so I just finished the first book for my 24-hour readathon. It is 11:51, so it did take me kind of a long time to finish a book. I'm actually so freaking proud of myself. Even though it was an audiobook, I just finished Shelby's story. I rated it a 3 out of 5 stars. I don't really write reviews on the books I read. I just don't know what to say, really. So I did read that. Now I'm going to actually post a picture of it on Instagram, as well as so I'm going to post a picture on my Instagram account. If you don't know my Instagram account, it's going to be right here in front of me so that you can go follow me. So go follow me on that. I think I'm going to try and finish this before I start anything else, because I do actually want to get to my graphic novels, though. Wait, I'm going to do one of those TikToks. Don't stay away. This is my crush. Oh my god. Okay, so I just posted 2 things. One on Shelby's story and one on my dog Marley. But anyway, I am getting a little tired, but I think I can make it through the night. Honestly, I think I am gonna be able to make it through the night. I still haven't like read pretty much anything. I read about 50 pages earlier, like I told you, so I'm 66% done with We Are Okay by Nina LaCour. And like I was mentioning earlier, I am liking it a lot better now than I was before. It might have just because I'm more invested in this story now. I'm going to sit down and hopefully finish this in one sitting, and then I'm going to move on to the Cheese Sweet Home graphic novel, part 1 and part 2. And then after that, I have 3 amazing chapter books to choose from, and they will be either Reflection, Paper Towns, or Children of Virtue and Vengeance, which I think I already know what I'm going to pick. I'm going to get back to reading We Are Okay. Can't remember where I left off. I left off on page 158. So I read 52 pages of this earlier, plus 191 pages of Shelby's story. So I'm pretty far into this already. Like, pretty proud of myself so far. Okay, but anyway, I'm just gonna get reading on this, and then I'll see you either when I'm getting close to done or when I'm done. So I'm not done with the book yet. I'm almost done with the book. So I'm on page 206. That means I have about 30 pages left of the book. I'm so freaking tired. I'm like dying. I feel like that's like oh, the other eye looks terrible. I don't know. I just like, I don't know if that's normal or not. I don't think it is. Is it normal? Is that what I normally look like? Okay, but anyway, I'm on page 206, and I want to finish it tonight. I mean, it's technically morning right now. I didn't even tell you the time yet, but it is past 1. I know that for a fact. It is 1:38 in the morning. You see my eyes just slowly closing, like I'm just like, I just want to sleep. I just want to sleep. I don't think I'm going to start Cheese Sweet Home tonight. I'll probably start, it's not even tonight, it's the morning, but you know what I mean. I don't think I'm going to start it now, or after I finish the book. I'm probably going to sleep for an hour or so and then start it later. I do want to push myself to try to stay up for these next 24 hours, or 24 hours, or how many more hours I have to go, like 17 more hours or something like that. I don't know. But I want to push myself. But I also, like, don't want to feel like a piece of crap tomorrow. And if I sleep for 1 hour, I'm probably still going to feel like a piece of crap. But the last time I slept for, like, 3 hours and I felt freaking amazing. Okay, so it is 2:25 a.m. and I just finished We Are Okay. Oh, sorry. I just finished We Are Okay by Nina LaCour, and I really, really enjoyed this book. I think I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads because it wasn't quite a 5 for me. The beginning wasn't very interesting for me, but I just, I don't think I'm going to cry over it. It's not, I'm not connecting with it as I feel like I should have, or I feel like I thought I was going to connect with it like a lot more. But it was still so good. I really, really did enjoy reading this. I loved the characters. I really liked Mabel. Oh my god. Okay, so I slept way longer than I was wanting to. It is 8:13. So I went to bed at around 2 a.m. Like, I showed you guys that, right? Or was it 2:30? I don't remember. So I slept for like 6 hours, which is actually kind of nice. But now I feel like I'm not getting anything done. Before I did go to bed, though, I started Cheese Sweet Home. So I'm just barely past the beginning. I'm on page 61 of Cheese Sweet Home. So I flew right through this in like that was like 5 minutes of my time right there. So, I'm just gonna do that right now. I'm just gonna finish this one. I still have like 11 hours left in this readathon. I'm gonna start reading now. So it's almost noon, and I should be done like with both of these graphic novels by now, but I'm not because I keep falling asleep. I just need to get up, but I'm so freaking lazy. So I have about 7 hours left of this readathon. So I would just like to finish these graphic novels and start Children of Virtue and Vengeance, but I'm not even done with the first one yet because I keep falling asleep. Which probably just means that I just didn't get enough sleep, which I obviously know that, but I probably should get up and maybe eat something. Maybe my energy will come back or whatever. I don't know. I think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to lay here for a second, though. I think I slept for 9 hours. You freaking kidding me? 9 hours of reading time taken away because of my foolishness. Man, oh man, what are you guys gonna do with me? I don't belong here.
you sleep for? So I finished my book yesterday, the dog one, and then I finished the other one. This morning? Yeah, really early this morning. And then I finished my other one at like 2 a.m. And then you went to bed till like 9. No, I was planning on sleeping for 2 hours, and I set my alarm for like 3:30 in the morning. And then, oh, this is disgusting. And then you're white. You are so white. I slept until, you're way whiter than I am. Like, I'm white. I slept until 9, and then, Jesus, I was right. And then I started reading this again, and I fell asleep on my belly with this. And I woke up like 30 minutes later, and then that kept happening. So it's more like a 10-hour readathon. So you could never do it. Bet. Do it. I'm not gonna. I'll pull them all night. Exactly. No, it's different when you're reading. No, reading exhausts you. You're sitting there, dozing off, getting into the story, but you're also freaking dying inside because you're like, no, you're not. You just need to find a way to keep yourself awake. You don't sit on your bed. You sit somewhere uncomfortable.
Okay, so I just finished the part 1 of Cheese Sweet Home after forever. So yeah, I'm not sure if I want to start the second one or if I want to start Children of Virtue and Vengeance because I still have 6 hours of this readathon left. So like I said, I don't know if I want to really pick this one up quite yet. I think I'm either just going to start Children of Virtue and Vengeance and forget about this one for the readathon, or read this and then start Children of Virtue and Vengeance. Because if I do finish this and I have like 4 hours left in the readathon, I could get a decent amount into Children of Virtue and Vengeance, or I could read another full book in that time, and then I'd still have around an hour or two, which I could leave for something like The Nest by Kenneth Opel, which I wanted to read last time, but I didn't get the chance to. I could do that. I'm gonna start this, I think. I might go back and forth between 2 different things, but that's okay. I'm actually gonna put this on Goodreads now. So, I read Shelby's story so far, and We Are Okay by Nina LaCour, and Cheese Sweet Home Volume 1. The thing with We Are Okay, though, I was already almost halfway through that book when I started, so I didn't read as many pages, but I was at page 106 when I started. So I'm actually going to calculate some of the pages quick. Okay, I've gotten a pretty good start. I'm not going to tell you what the number is yet, because I want to surprise you at the end of this readathon. So yes, I do have about 6 hours left of this readathon. So I'm going to start on Cheese Sweet Home Volume 2. I don't remember reading this one. There's new cats introduced in this book. So like I said, I might go on and off between a couple books during this time. We start on chapter 57 and end on 110. So it's about 53 chapters in this book. Sweet Home, Volume 2. And now I'm reading Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tommy Adeyemi. And I'm on chapter 11 right now, so I'm pretty far into it. Or not super far, but I'm on page 49. I was reading Goodreads reviews, and people were saying that they're extremely disappointed over this book, so I really hope that's not the case with me. But I'm just listening to the audiobook because I was playing solitaire. So I was just listening to it, and now I'm getting used to the narrator, so yeah. I'm going to update you. I have 30 minutes left of this readathon, though, so yeah. It's officially 7 o'clock, so I'll put the number of pages that I read down here, but I ended up reading, the first book I ended up finishing is Shelby's Story by W. Bruce Cameron, and I gave that a 3 out of 5 stars. And then I ended up finishing We Are Okay by Nina LaCour, and I gave that a 4 out of 5 stars. I also finished Cheese Sweet Home Volume 1 and 2, and I gave those a 3 out of 5 star and a 4 out of 5 star. And now I'm reading Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tommy Adeyemi, and I'm on page 72, so I'm making my way through it. But this 24-hour readathon is officially, 24-hour readathon is officially over. I had a lot of fun reading all these books that I didn't get the chance to read yet. So yeah, thank you for watching today's video. Subscribe, like, and comment. And don't forget to check out my Goodreads account and my Instagram account. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye.